Hello everyone and welcome to the patch 3.3 Hatred Assassin, or should we say Hated Assassin overview. Maybe they should just give up and start calling it the Hated Assassin because they clearly hate it. So we're taking a look at the changes to the Hatred Assassin in patch 3.3. Now, it's not really a huge amount of changes. The biggest change has come to Profuse Horror, Lacerate, now spreads our Periodic Discharge and Creeping Terror. Kind of annoying. It used to be our Death Field that did this. Death Field used to do it. So of course our Death Field was placeable. We could place it up to 10 meters away. It's not got much of a range on it these days. And I had to come here to Dromund Cast because it's the only place I could find two targeting dummies that were good enough to... close enough together, should we say, to demonstrate this. And that is the problem. That highlights the problem of this, is that we can, I guess, I mean, it's mainly for PvP, I think, because again, what we could do is be at a bit of range, you know, be like 10 meters away, 9 meters away. We could get our two dots up, of course, our Discharge, Creeping Terror. Then, you know, say there was a group of people over there, we could then spread our dots with creeping without being in melee range. Now we have to be in melee range because 5 meters now, the range has been cut from 10 to 5 for our dot spread. And now we have to try and hit these two dummies. We have to demonstrate this, we have to go in between the two dummies. Now, for your AoE rotation, single target, this doesn't affect you. Okay, single target still pretty much the same. AoE, what we're going to do is, if you imagine these are our two targets, we're going to put our dots up on both targets. We are then going to lacerate, spread our dots. The dots have spread to that target. Yep, they have. And then we're going to use Death Field. Don't forget to use Death Field because Death Mark is still... you still want to have Death Mark up. Okay? Just so you do more dot damage. And Overwhelmed, where damage taken from area attacks. And then, of course, it's just a case of spamming Lacerate, get your dots back up, get the Lacerate off to spread them, and whoops, we hit them both there, and then get your Death Field out. So that's your AoE rotation is still pretty much the same. You're still going to be spamming Lacerate in between all that, obviously, but you're just going to use Lacerate instead of Death Field. So don't forget to put your Death Field up because you want the Death Mark and you want the Overwhelmed debuff as well, which will give you a nice damage increase. Overwhelmed comes from this, again, Profuse Horror. Overwhelmed targets take 10% more damage from area attacks, so when we're AoEing, we want our Death Mark up. Of course, we're going to take Lambast when we're AoEing, again, increase the damage dealt by Lacerate by 25%, of course, and yeah, it doesn't. There's nothing else really here for our AoE. Just remember that Death Mark is very, very important. Of course, increases your next 15 ticks of your dots, 10% more damage. So again, you want that on all targets. Death Mark will spread to every single target that it hits. I think it hits, what does it strike? 8 targets within an 8-meter radius. So it's going to do that, essentially. So that's really all the changes. I mean, before in PvP, we'd be just doing this. We'd get this up, we'd get that up, then we'd have to be away. We could like go over here and hide, and then just put the dot up, and then run away. Now we have to be within 5 meters of our target because that is the range of Lacerate. The range of Death Field was... oh shit, I'm stuck there. That was a good one. Don't kill me. Ah, bastards. Hate lady blah blah. Look at that. I should go to the med center, shouldn't I? Oh well, there you go. Hey Ashara. How come we can't make a Torguta like Ashara? Can't get orange. I can find orange and white.
I don't really have a choice, do I?
Nope, you don't.
I'm sorry, I was meditating.
Marauders don't meditate. Anyway, that is all for this video. So there you go. We died as an assassin. So thank you for joining me, and we'll see you again soon. And goodbye.